All right, good day, everybody. Hope everybody's well. So today we're just going to be briefly looking at the Go Global opportunity. It is the newest and probably for a lot of people exciting opportunity in the network marketing space. So we're going to be looking at who these guys are, where they come from, and most importantly, what the opportunity is all about. So let's dive right into it. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. I think it's important for us to basically start here. This is Business for Home website. These guys publish information about the industry, about the company, which companies having momentum. When it comes to news, they publish news, whether they're good or they're bad or they're indifferent. They just publish information to help everybody understand what is happening in the network marketing space. Not only that, they also publish the top earners in the industry to help really to professionalize the industry. So that is quite important for us to understand. But I want us to have a look at the articles that have basically come out in regarding to this particular opportunity, right? So this is the latest article, came out on January 27, 2023. There was one before this, which I want us to look at before we actually dive into this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to news. We're going to look at, there's all the news articles you can see about different companies and so forth, but we're looking for this particular one. Let's go to the previous page. There we go. So if you can see this article, I'm going to share the link in the description for anyone to have a look at this, or you can go straight into the website. So the article reads, Go Global acquires the network marketing division of Omega Pro. So there will be people who are going to say, what is the association between Omega Pro and Go Global? This article basically spells it out for you so that there's no misinformation or gray areas. So Go Global has acquired the network marketing division of Omega Pro. So you'll find that all the top leaders, or in fact everyone who was in Omega Pro, you'll most likely find them in Go Global, right? So you can read all about it here. But I think once you've read about it here, you basically want to come and check the other article, which we basically started with. I will leave both links for you to have a look. This one on the 27th of January, network marketing veterans announced the launch of their new company, which is Go Global. So Nader, he is the CEO. He used to be the president at Omega Pro. Before that, he's got many years of experience in the network marketing space. And there's also AK, who is now the COO of Go Global. Also quite instrumental in this whole vision of Go Global. So we're gonna dive right into the opportunity. You can read this in your own leisure to understand what this is all about. So let me go straight into. So let me stop sharing so that I can share my other screen. Let's get right into it. Right, so this is Go Global, and this is their latest version of this presentation slide. Came out a few days ago. I do suspect this is not going to be the last version. I suspect that they're going to be refining and making a lot other things more clearer with time. But let's just dive right into it, right? So, of course, there's a disclaimer. This you can read at your leisure. It is going to be on our website as well. But you can also maybe take a screenshot, or you can pause your video to read what this disclaimer is all about. This disclaimer is actually quite important in this day and age. Because these opportunities do not operate in a silo. They operate within industries and jurisdictions, and there's all these laws that they have to adhere to. But you want to have a read at that and make sure that you understand. So right, so here they are talking about the fact that the cost associated with education is nearly $5 trillion a year that is spent on education. This is obviously all the way from kindergarten all the way to doctoral level. But they are bemoaning the fact that only 0.5% of this goes to low-income countries like third world countries like us here in South Africa, and other African countries, other countries in Asia, and other countries in South America. Now, this is obviously the gap that these guys are trying to fill with the education product. Okay, so one of the things that I've learned is that when you go to university, right, you learn all the hard skills. You learn how to become a lawyer, how to become a doctor, how to become a pharmacist, how to become an engineer, an IT professional, and so forth. And those are all hard skills. But what I've realized is that the people who do become wealthy, they've actually mastered the hard skills and also the soft skills, right? Some of the soft skills that are listed here is leadership, critical thinking and problem solving. A lot of people bemoan the fact that when it comes to education these days, it doesn't really equip you to know what to think, to know how to think. It actually tells you what to think, right? And also things like teamwork and collaboration. We all know that that is they've got terms for that in education. It's either plagiarism or it's collusion or copying, whatever the case is. But you'll find that in commerce, this is actually quite allowed. There's many software companies that are using open source. Nobody's trying to create a newer version of a motor vehicle. Everybody's using the same, basically modus operandi or the same basis, that is already there. So you learn things like teamwork and collaboration, professionalism, and strong work ethic, and also communication skills, right? There's a nice quote here by Jim Rohn which says, formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. One of the things that I've learned is that over the years, self-education, online education, all these other informal education, whether it's via Udemy, ThinkFic, and all these other platforms, it's a year, it's actually over $300 and something billion that people are spending on upskilling themselves. And most of the people actually have this degree or that diploma, but they realize that they actually need something more than that. And this is the gap that Go Global is basically trying to fill. Now, of course, that's the mission. They say that our mission is to help everybody unlock their full potential. We believe the only limit of what's possible is based on the person's information, imagination, and of what the vision. Our vision is to build a global community of millions of people who are learning, dreaming, believing, and achieving, right? I think that's what life is really should be all about. Now, this is basically their flagship product, right? It is called the GoLearn platform. Now, the GoLearn platform is, they say here, is an all-in-one smart learning platform from the world's leading success and motivational coaches, one-on-one training sessions, live seminars, and more. So what's basically going to happen here is that you are going to have like a personalized training platform. How this is going to work is, as I understand it, is that you are going to have access to this platform, whether on your mobile device or on your laptop, where you basically, the system will ask you different questions that you can then answer. And then based on that, it will then curate for a personalized education a program based on your desires, based on your skills, based on the thing that you really want to accomplish and the stuff that you really want to learn, right? So in other words, no two people are going to learn the same thing because it's going to be curated for each individual using artificial intelligence, right? As I understand it, this is the only network marketing company that will have access to this is basically Go Global. It's a platform that's used by many other people, the likes of which like Brett Lear, Jamie Oliver, Kevin Hart, and a few other people, right, who are professionals. So the other thing that's going to be a possibility here is that there's going to be a Go reward system where they're saying that in addition to receiving world-class education courses, every Go member will be able to benefit from our daily Go reward system. Daily rewards could go up to 0.27% of the original Go pack value during the 14-month life cycle of the package. In other words, you're buying really the education platform, but with the education platform, you also get to participate in the company's, profit sharing system where you'll be getting, they say, up to 0.2.7% daily based on the package that you basically bought. So it's basically, rewarding you for being part of the community in that way. And your contract, for access into the system is 14 months, and therefore you'll be getting paid daily for the next 14 months. So the packages that they have start from $100, which will give you 100 GoLearn credits, and then the next one is the $500 pack, 500 Go credits, and all the way to 5,000 pack, which is 5,000 GoLearn credits. So meaning the person who's bought this particular pack will have more credits than the one who bought the $100 pack. As a result, they can then participate in a lot more learning and education, on the platform based on the course that they bought. It is also quite important to note that there is a $99 software fee. They call it software fee. Some other people call it admin fee or whatever the case is, but this is basically going to be levied every time you are basically buying a package. Now, so this is basically a summary of what is on offer here. That is, you gain access to the Go Learning platform, which, like I said, it uses artificial intelligence to curate a course specifically designed for you based on your heart's desires, your skill level, and the thing that you really want to accomplish. And then there's also the Go Reward system, which is basically really a cherry on top, you getting a share of the company's rewards, which is equated to about 0.27% of the package that you have bought on a daily basis. And then for those of us who want to make money, who understand affiliate marketing, they've also got an opportunity where you can become an affiliate for the Go Global business opportunity, right? So now, how the affiliate program works is you've got what is called the Go Direct. The Go Direct will mean that for every person that you refer to the platform who signs up, whatever package they buy, you will get 5% referral, once off. But these will be paid every week. So meaning if you are signing up people every week, every single week, then you'll be getting paid the 5% of every package that you have sold. The next one is a Go Network. Go Network says that you earn a percentage of the company's weekly global revenue, and that is also paid weekly. Now we're gonna look at how that looks like. There's also the Go Rank. Like any other affiliate or network marketing system, ranking is quite important. It really motivates people to want to achieve those higher ranks and therefore be able to earn more money. So here they explain the 5% how it works. In other words, this is going to be your soft. If you refer a person who buys a package for $500, that means it's $25 in your pocket as commission. And then if you sign another person or refer another person who buys a $5,000 pack, that is $250, to you as a bonus. So you can imagine if you're signing, let's say 3 or 4 people every single week, or every single month for that matter, who are buying this particular pack. That means that you're gonna be getting $250, multiplied by the number of people who have bought that particular package. Of course, they can buy any between the $100 all the way to $5,000. Now, how the Go Network works is quite simply, they've basically put this into 4 different targets. These are basically like different sales levels. And there's also another requirement, which is the Go Pack option, that determines what target you can reach. And then you will be getting 2% of each and every level based on the target that you have reached, right? There is, this can go all the way up to 28%. And you can earn up to $100,000 per week as a cap, right? So, but how that works is quite simply explained here. And that is, if you are sitting on a $500 pack, right, meaning your maximum you can target, the maximum target you can earn is up to $8,000, right? That's the maximum you can earn. But then, of course, you can unlock more levels with the packages that you have actually bought. Now, over and above that, if on your weak leg, understanding that this is the binary, so maybe let me annotate here just briefly to explain how that's going to work. So I'm simply going to plot it here. So let's just say this is you. You'll have your weak leg or your right leg or your left or right, because the weak leg will always change based on the amount of sales that have been done on such a particular leg. So this is how it works. right? So, and of course, that then goes all the way to infinity, really. So let's just say you had, $100,000 in sales on this particular leg. That's obviously your direct and also your team direct or spillovers or anything of the sort. That's what you will get on that side. That's what you have as a sales volume on that side. If you happen to do sales a particular week, this side, let's say for $15,000, right? Obviously, this will be then your weaker leg. So $15,000 really puts you on target 5. What does that mean? It means that you need to have this particular package yourself, but you will then get 2% of the global revenue for that, right? So let's say there's 750 people who have qualified for that particular level, and the company has done $25 million in sales for that particular week. These are just examples. It can be more, way much more than that. But they're going to take, let's say, $25 million, and they're going to put it in there. And what's going to happen is that should you qualify for this level, you will then get 2% of that. But 2% will be shared amongst the people who have qualified for this particular level. So in this case, they make an example of 750 people. That means you will earn $880, right? But the nice thing here is that everything that has happened, all the other levels that are below that, you also qualify for. That means you will earn $880 plus $480 plus $270 plus $115 and $72, right? So that will then give you an X amount. So what happens if you reach target 9, right? Target 9 is what? $120,000. And let's just say there's only 50 people who have reached that particular level. That means you are going to get 2%, or you guys are going to get share 2% amongst yourself. And that means that you'll basically earn $8,505. But then not only that, but you're also going to earn this, and this, and this, and all of that combined is what you're basically going to earn. So that's how this is like a typical binary, but how they've done it here is that they've changed it in such a way that it makes it, in my view, a little bit fair. Because the more people there is to share the revenue with, it means that also there will be more money, okay? Because more people will be contributing to the sales. So it's really going to be quite a fair system, for people to basically share on that. But what is important to note is that your maximum you can earn based on these two different commission structures, one the direct and also this one, is $100,000 per week per account as well. So I hope that's clear. So here they make an example of how the Go network works for those who don't understand how the binary works. What they're saying here, let's assume that your organization has done $11,000 in sales in this particular leg and $8,000 in sales in this particular leg. What will then happen is that they will always minus the small amount on both sides. So they'll minus this and they'll minus this. You're starting on 0 volume the following week, and you're going to get paid based on that. And then you're going to be left with $3,000 here. So meaning if you happen to then do, let's say, $10,000 in sales in this particular site, that will just simply mean that now this is your new week leg for that particular week. So it will always, go up and down up until your team really starts growing, and you have one strong leg or you have one weak leg, and so it goes, right? So that's the explanation of the Go network. So these are just the rewards, guys. They start from G1 all the way to G11. But here they're simply summarizing what I really want to call the most important ones, because these have got like a notable reward to it. But for you to qualify, you need to basically have got a $500 Go pack. And you also need to sign one left and one right $500 Go pack. This is interesting because this second requirement normally applies to only the binary, but here it applies to the ranking as well. No such has been stated for the binary as of yet, so we'll see how that goes. But let's have a look at what are the requirements to get into these particular levels. For G4, you will basically qualify for the reward retreat. And for G5, you qualify for the laptop. And for G6, you qualify for the leadership summit. This is where they normally invite people like Eric Worre and all these other guys. So it's a lot of fun, but it's also quite a lot of strategic learning and so forth, and planning as well for the team. Then there's also the reward retreat. This is now for normally the high ranks. For G8, you qualify for a Rolex watch. Of course, they don't give you the physical watch. They'll simply give you the amount of money for you to go and purchase that. And then you qualify for a vehicle. At G9, at G10, you qualify for the apartment. At G11 is a cash bonus, right? So they're yet to announce as to what amount that's going to be. But over and above that, so the G1 rank, you simply need to have 500 points. This is simply $500 Go pack, left and right. That simply gets you to the G1 rank, right? You need to have enrolled one person left and one person right. Then that qualifies for G1. G2 is 7,000 left and right. And you need to have one G1 on either side. G3 is 20,000 volume points on left and right. And that means you need to also have one G2 on left, one G2 on the right as well. Now for G4, 40,000 in volume points on both sides. You then qualify for the retreat. G5 is 80,000 volume points on either side. G6 is also $200,000 in volume points on either side. The next one is G7, which is $500,000 volume points. And what is important to know is that these points are not simply your direct. This could be spillover. This could be, everything happening within your organization. And then G8, that's 1,000 1.2 million, 1.250 million points on both sides. And also the G9 is 3 million volume points on both sides. That's where you get the luxury car, you know. And then G10, 6 million volume points on both sides. You qualify for a house and apartment. And for G11, that's 10 million volume points on both sides. Then you qualify for the cash bonus and VIP support. Yeah, so this is just some of the timelines for what's going to be happening with the organization. It's the official pre-launch on the 1st of February. As of me recording this, it's like tomorrow. Today, the 31st of January. And then on April, there's going to be an official launch event. We don't know where this will be. It's most likely going to be in Dubai or Europe or Asia. And then 2023, June, there will be a Go convention. We don't know where this will be. And then October, they're planning to have the Go Reward Retreat. And then in January 2024, they want to have the Go Expo, right? And then in April, another Go Reward Retreat, right? So that is the timelines. So what this guy stands for is simply education for all. They want to really transform the global community using education and also the income opportunity. Yeah, it's an opportunity. It's a community beyond boundaries, and that's what the opportunity is all about. So let me know what you think in the comment section of the opportunity. If you really want to get started, you're not yet involved, let me know in the comment section. You know, I'll also leave a link for those that want to check it out in the comment section. I'll also leave a link for a Telegram group for if you want to have, you know, have a little bit more questions regarding the opportunity. So there you have it, guys. That's Go Global for you. Let me know what you think. Cheers.